My future soul Liz has turned into a bridezilla and is going to war with everyone over every stupid thing. My natural color is red. I love my hair. Liz is a blonde, but she loves to have red hair, and in fact ever since meeting me, she's been dyeing her hair almost exactly my color. I don't mind. I think it's weird that she does it, but I don't have monopoly over this particular shade of red, and she's free to do with her hair whatever she wants. Well, she asked me this week that I should dye my hair to a different color because she wants her hair to be unique in her wedding. She offered to cover all the costs as well. I just said no, because it's my hair. I don't want it changed. I told my brother, and he told me to do whatever I want, because it's my hair. He said he'll talk to Liz to get her to back off. Well, it didn't work, because Liz has come to my parents and they've taken her side. They say it's a special day and we need to be more accommodating, and it's important for our future relationship that we get along. I believe I'm accommodating. She can do whatever she wants with her own hair. How is my hair any of her business anyway? My parents tell me that I should be the bigger person. I don't know why an 18-year-old should be the bigger person compared to the 27-year-old Liz. They told me I'm making this minor issue into a big problem and I should just do what she wants because it's her wedding. A for not giving in. NTA, if she wants unique hair for her wedding then she can dye hers a different color. Yeah, like bright, painful to look at green. That'll be unique. NTA, if she wants to have original hair for her wedding maybe she should use her natural hair and not yours. It is absurd, rude and wrong to ask people in your wedding party to change their physical appearance for your wedding. There is no reason you should damage your hair for one day. If she really wants original hair, she could make it neon green or purple or something. Let her be the one to damage her hair. Absolutely NTA. Dyeing your hair plus color correction to get back to your natural color plus the amount of time it takes for your natural colored hair to grow out is a pain in the butt. Exactly why should I damage my hair over a stupid request? NTA, she's either insecure or crazy jealous of your hair. But also don't do it. It's your hair and your natural hair color. Also, you could mess up your hair. Just don't do it. Crazy has to stop. NTA, you can try telling her that, since everyone knows your real hair color, that if you change it, that will be the talk of the wedding. Who didn't she used to have red hair? I liked the red so much better. Why did she dye it for the wedding? Apostrophe. Yes, exactly. Everyone knows about my hair and will want to know why I did it, and if I then tell the truth she'll get mad at me anyway. NTA, tell your parents and Liz that you are not dyeing your hair, end of story, and it's no longer open for discussion and you will not going forward engage in any conversation about this topic again, and if they continue either walk out of the room, hang up a phone call etc. At this point you should make it clear that you will not modify your hair, and if it is a big enough issue you're totally fine with not going to the wedding. Also, if anyone is trying to convince you to be the bigger person, let them know that what they are asking is you to do something you're not comfortable with to appease an unreasonable request from someone else, and you offered a much better solution to not attend if she need to be unique. NTA, she can ask. You said no. Also, WTAF. She's something special. Edit. The be the better person is bullshit. Every single time. People who say that are trying to manipulate who they say it to. Also, as someone who used to hear that a lot from my mom when I'd get into fights with my stepfather, why do we expect children to always be the better person over grown-ass adults? Just say you want to manipulate a child to appease a temper tantrum throwing adult instead of saying be the better person. SMH, NTA. NTA. Tell her to dye her hair blue if she wants to be unique. My cousin just did electric blue. It's adorable. NTA, if this woman wanted unique hair, she should have picked a different color than the one naturally occurring in her future sil. It's not like both Op and Sil had the same natural hair color to begin with. Don't get me wrong, the demand would still be insanely unreasonable. So dyed her hair and matched Ops. She should go back to her natural color if she doesn't want to match with Opus. NTA. Say okay and buy a blue or purple wig to wear. If Op decides to buy a wig, She should make sure that it makes her look like $1,000,000. Absolutely stunning. Make Liz pay for it. Make it a normal color and style just off the charts, super flattering. Don't show it until the ceremony. What's Liz going to say? She asked for a different hair color. Op compromised by getting a good quality wig, which Liz pays for. So, Op is prettier than her. BTW, a good quality wig will cost a lot more than dye. NTA. *LIZ* is the one who's decided she won't be special enough despite being the person in the center of the room in the fancy white dress. If she's not also the only redhead in the vicinity, is she planning to call up every other guest to confirm they also won't be showing up with the same hair color? What about the venue staff? Either she accepts there's a limit to how far she can extend the princess behavior and your parents quit enabling her, or there's no point in trying to preserve a relationship with someone who's prepared to fly off the handle because reality won't conform to their fantasies. I have a fantasy that all the folks attending the wedding dye their hair red to fit in. Somebody should break it to Liz that her plan will result in eternal self-humiliation. Every time people sees photos from the wedding, they'll remember that she coerced you into dyeing your hair so that she could have your hair color. Everyone who ever sees the two of you together will know that she was a freakish bridezilla. Every time people see pictures from the wedding, they should ask why Op's brother married someone who was trying to look like his sister. NTA, as a redhead, I would refuse to go to a wedding if they told me I had to dye my hair. Unreal total bridezilla. Alternative, take the money and buy a bright pink wig with it. Show up at wedding in wig. Tell her she is now unique. Go full Mary Antoinette. Something 2.5 feet tall with birds and butterflies. NTA. Liz's insistence on your dyeing your hair is completely unreasonable. Your parents are being awful for backing her up on her weird demand. She's not their daughter, you are, and they should have your back. If Liz insists on having unique hair, she can dye it blue, purple, pink, or whatever, but she has no right trying to force you to dye yours. She sounds like she's extremely insecure and jealous of your hair. I have a feeling that she is going to continue making unreasonable demands in the future. If she keeps up this demand, you might want to skip the wedding. Or buy a rainbow colored wig with the money Liz is offering for the dye job. NTA, Liz can dye her own hair if she want to have unique hair. NTA, people are not props. People are not an aesthetic. Your soon-to-be sister-in-law knew what color your hair was when she asked you to be in the wedding. No one should ask someone to alter their appearance for a wedding. Options for you. Do not go to the wedding. Malicious compliance. Wear a wacky wig, a brightly colored wig like green, purple, black, or a bald cap. Go to wedding in a wig, but an incredible wig. Maybe long, blonde, wavy, waist length, now the bride's natural color. Or a chignon styled wig in a color that really suits you. Something so you look 110th gorgeous and will get loads of compliments. And still won't be able to say anything because you're doing what she asked. Make a social media post about your SIL requests asking if anyone knows a natural redhead who has ever been asked a similar request. Options 2 and 4 will create massive consequences. NTA. I think I'll just stand my ground and insist my hair is not up for discussion. NTA. There is no reason for you to permanently damage your hair, especially red hair, which is so hard to get back to your natural color, for her one day. She is being absolutely unreasonable. NTA. I second this. I would never, and have never dyed my natural red hair for fear of not getting it back to its original shade. 38 years of never using color, and it's still my same red shade. Why do brides think they can dictate changes in their bridesmaid's physical appearance? No way. Your hair is your natural color that bridezilla copied. If you mess with red natural hair, it may never go back to its original color. If you bleach it, it may get damaged, be super porous and difficult to style. If you darken it, you may have to then lighten it, and it'll be difficult to match the original color. Get a consultation quote from the most expensive hairdresser in your area. It's going to be expensive and ruin your natural color. There's a similar post somewhere, and that did not end up well. Get a consultation quote from the most expensive hairdresser in your area. It's going to be expensive and ruin your natural color. Why do this? She's not willing to damage her hair / change the color. You're hoping sticker shock will change her mind, but the reality is, if Op gets a really outrageous quote, and the bride still accepts, now Op is an A** for not accepting or saying she's not doing after the acceptance of the quote. Don't gamble what you're not willing to lose. She's not willing to change the color of her hair, so don't entertain that option. Do not do this. It's your hair. Her special day does not entitle her to unreasonable requests of others. Not to mention, it's irrational. The bride doesn't have to do much to stand out. She's the bride. A special day means she can have chocolate wedding cake, if she wants, not that she can tell anyone else what to do with their body. NTA, if that was me, I would not attend the wedding at all, lol. Pretty much. Just tell her, if you don't want another person with this hair color around, I'll gladly bow out of your wedding. It's crazy she would ask you to change your body for her special day, and your parents are dead wrong for trying to pressure you into keeping the peace. My guess is that they already know how crazy Liz is, and they're worried about losing their relationship with their son if she turns on them too. NTA. Op, come on now. You need to grow up and do the totally reasonable request of changing your body to fit the bride's needs. Are you seriously so selfish and vain that you would steal the bride's thunder by showing up to her wedding with your natural hair color? You may as well show up in white and stand next to her at the altar. /s. Seriously though, NTA, and enjoy some misery every holiday, because that bride is not going to get any better as the years roll on. I mean, Op was probably just planning to waltz in with his natural eye color too. Even though it will clash with Great Aunt Beatrice's eyes if they are next to each other on the bride's seating plan. NTA. Whenever anyone tells you to be the bigger person, they're almost always trying to gaslight you into giving up your rights, because individual you're arguing with is too much of enough for them to deal with, and they think you'll be easier to manipulate. Absolutely NTA. You shouldn't have to dye your hair to keep the peace for her special day. This is absolutely absurd. You aren't even in the wedding, it seems like. Bridezilla is an understatement. If your future sister-in-law is going to make such a big stink about this that it'll impact your future relationship, as your parents fear, then that's entirely on her.